folks all good, that sun is shining. Ay, chillin' with my feet kicked up like I ain't trying. Yeah, this is what I want on summer, yeah. Gangs all here, let's run it, yeah. Vibes right here, 100, yeah. I've been on game like EA. Sippin' too soon, that pregame.
All right, so what are we working on today? Today we're putting together some V10s, 5.2 liter Lamborghini / Audi / Volkswagen V10s. But the past few days leading up to this, we've been doing a lot of tedious measuring. So checking our bearing clearances on the rods, the mains, checking the bores, choosing pistons, measuring the diameters, seeing where they're gonna go, file fitting rings. So that's kind of been the tedious hard work, but it has to be done to make sure everything's absolutely correct. These engines, and now we're actually starting to put together the engine. So we're now actually going to be putting down silicone between the block and the girdle, and it's kind of meticulous work. You got to make sure you put the correct bead diameter down in the correct spots. So it does require some concentration, but once that's on, we put the crankshaft in the block, put the girdle on, start torquing down, and I can put the rotating assembly, the rods and pistons, actually drop it in, and hopefully by the end of the day we'll have two fully assembled short blocks.
Here we have Brian Nowicki's Alpha 16 Audi R8. This is actually the first Alpha 16 package that we're putting together. We're really excited about it. It features Garrett's G40 series turbos, a fully built engine. It has our Stage 5 Plus transmission. But the turbo kit itself has a lot of really cool details, including the turbo mounts. They have oil drains built into them, which is kind of neat. We also have a full custom titanium burnt blue exhaust for Brian, just to have some nice touches. He also has our intake manifold. He's got our suspension for high horsepower application on it that we collaborated with JRZ. It's got our full fuel system. It's also got our new ice tank up front. It also has fire suppression. It's got pretty much everything, and it makes 1,700, actually just a little bit over 1,700 horsepower. So we're really excited to have the tuners finish up tuning the car and get it out to the track and see what it can do. Certain that it's going to put down some serious time.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home.
All right, so we sealed with silicone the block to the main girdle. That went well, torqued everything down. And now we're actually going to be dropping the pistons in. So we have a piston ring compressor that we use that's gonna go on the back there, and we're gonna pop the pistons in. So maybe in an hour and a half, we'll have a rotating assembly, hopefully.
Over here we've got two Huracans, one Performante, one Huracan EVO. Both of these are also getting our engine package as well as our Alpha 20 turbo kit system on them. So these will be our first production versions of the Alpha 20 kits, which we'll be doing some testing on as well. Engines are actually going together right now, going in the vehicle, and hopefully get these things running and on the dyno really soon.
So we're going to put Jordan Martin's Performante together. It's going to be our fully built motor now. It's going to be our Alpha 20 kit. It's going to be the first kit out. well, one of the first 2 cars. It's gonna have our Stage 5 Plus trans, our intake manifold, one of our first triple pump fuel systems. So it's got a lot of new stuff coming out. Our drag suspension, our links and toe links. Basically anything that we make for a V10 is on this car. And then it's got way bigger water lines for the intercoolers. They're all -16s. And then we have a big ice box in the front, the new fire suppression and all that. Just got the motor and trans in, and then now we're just gonna put all these bolts that I don't know where they go. I'm just kidding. Just finish assembling it, you know, do all the plumbing, do intake manifold and all that stuff, put the turbo kit back on. Yeah, just a lot of assembly. And Alex is doing the same exact thing over there on another car. So we just got Jordan's car all buttoned up. We're just waiting for the tuning department. We're gonna do first start in the next couple minutes. See how everything else, just check over for leaks and all that stuff, just to double check. But we have all the fluids in, we'll see what happens.